Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Masters of the Universe Tuesday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with the Masters of the Universe Masterverse New EterniaTwo Bad. Let's get into it! Let's start things off with a look at the packaging. And here we have on the top, 30 points of articulation, Masterverse, that whole cracky, scrolly, whatever doodad, a barcode. On the front, nice big window showcasing the figure and accessories, 6 and up. And moving down, we still have all that nice, cracky, scrolly stuff. Masters of the Universe, New EterniaTwo Bad. On the bottom, small print, fine print, legalese print, made in Vietnam print, MattelShop.com print, contents, one figure or accessories. The question mark again! Barcode, recycled print, that number. On this side, Too Bad. Double-headed evil strategist. And on this side, some nice artwork of Too Bad. He can't wait to be too bad. Sorry, bad dad joke. On the back of the packaging, Masters of the Universe New Eternia, original designs inspired by classic concepts. And here, what does it say? Too Bad, double-headed evil strategist. Once the respective captains of competing mercenary ships, Tuvar and Badra, both had their eyes on the legendary treasure of the Horde Prime. The treasure, however, came with a curse. It fused the rival captains together, who now terrorize New Eternia as Too Bad. With his combined knowledge, Too Bad could rule the universe if it weren't also for his combined ego. And there we have some very nice artwork of Too Bad battling some type of octopus-like tentacled creature. And then we have the cross sale of Evelyn as the sorceress from Revelation, Frosta Roboto, also from Revelation, and Stratos, the New Eternia one. Also available, each sold separately, subject to availability, color and decoration may vary. Mattel, empowering the next generation through play. And that, my friends, is a look at the packaging. Let's take a look at the figure and his accessories. And starting off with the accessories, we have handy dandy tweezers here. And let's start with the fists. Which this one, because of the scales, seems to be, at least to me, an all new mold. I don't think we've seen this before, but I think we'll see it again when they get around to doing Snake Man. And then, again, I don't think we've seen this particular fist before. Nice and silvery. It's got these 3 lines on it, so you can definitely tell it's supposed to be an armored gauntlet. And then here we have his blaster. Few nice little details in it, and then this nice chromy silvery, well, more silvery than chrome plastic, it looks like, because I see a little bit of swirly twirlies in there. Then we have this nice battle axe that represents them both. Nice paint here. And nice sculpted details throughout. Then we have this mace. And again, it's got some nice molded details to it. And it is molded in color, and the plastic is a bit swirly twirly, as you can see right there. You can see it real good there. So looks like it might be in 2 pieces, which is fine. And then here we have his other, I wouldn't really call this a mace, a club. Again, it looks like it's in 2 pieces, and this part is molded in color. It appears, because you can see some swirly twirly on there, but you can see some damage to it also has been used in battle. Lots of little nicks in there. And here we have his shield, which again, the symbol that represents them both, and then shield split in half, and this is, you know, matches up with this side of the armor, and this matches up with this side of the armor, and then the symbol, of course, on the belt as well. This piece right here I don't think is anything new. I think that we've seen this plenty of times, and that's fine. It works for what it is. So a lot of new tooling going on with this guy. Now let's take a look at the figure himself. Nicely painted. I don't see a lot of slop, especially like where the figures meet together. I won't say there's a huge amount of paint apps on this guy, like this part. Actually, this looks molded. But if it's a separate piece, it's glued in. I don't think it's separate though. It may be molded in this, and then this is paint. And then it could be the same for this as well. But nice scaly details throughout this side, and nice muscly sinews, I guess, on this side. And then nice details in the armor. The faces look great as well. It harkens back to that classic look, and you know, nice on the eyes, the teeth, the eyebrow here. Very nice. This piece appears to be molded in color just like the chest piece. The belt molded in this, and then it does have a few paint apps on it, and they do go all the way around. Now that's one thing I will say for his belt. It does not like to stay attached like it's supposed to. It does like to come loose. So, and then now we're looking at the back. Looks to be a nice wash in the fur underwear here. And then this piece right here that holds one of the weapons also appears to be a face of some kind, and he bites the weapon to hold it. And then the standard Master's belt, well, standard-ish. It's a little different, but this is all, this piece all is molded in this most likely, and then it's painted this, and then the wash added. And you know, I have to say that where they join together, it's very well done. I really like the sculpt work on this guy. And then of course, you know, 2 different feet, monster foot and an armored boot foot. So Really nice looking all around, I have to say. I've always kind of been a fan of Too Bad. Now let's take a look at his articulation. And the head, he can do the full Exorcist on this side. And it's a little tight, but also on this side. Let's see, he's got some chicken neck going on here. And also here, it's got a slight bit of waggle. Can look up that far and down that far. I know I did all that out of order. That's what I usually do. At the shoulder, 360 degree rotation on both sides. And I'm going to do both sides just to show if there are any differences. Now, also at the shoulder, less than 90 degrees on both sides. Cut at the upper bicep for 360 degree rotation. And that is on both sides. As far as the elbow bend, you get that much on this side. And not quite as much on this side, it doesn't appear. I think the gauntlet band here and this armor piece is getting in the way just a little bit, but not by much. Then we have a cut here at the mid-torso, which, like most Masterverse, that does not do a full 360 there. I'm sure you can make it do that, but I don't think it's designed to. But he's got all kind of hula going on there. And at the waist, there is a cut at the waist, and you do get your 360 degree rotation there. Now this mid-torso cut allows him to lean back that far and crunch forward that far. At the legs, he can give you, or at the hips rather, he can give you that much of the splits. Kicks forward that far, so he can do a full sitting position. Kicks back that far, and you can see it's a little bit of outswing there, and on both sides as well. Cut at the upper thigh for full 360 degrees of rotation. Double hinged pinless knee, and this knee was frozen, and I just ran or stuck in some hot tap water for about 5 minutes, and it loosened right up. But as you can see, it's still a little bit tight, and that's what you get for knee bend on both sides. Oh, and I don't think I covered the wrist, so let me do it before I forget. Full 360 on both sides, and in and out hinge, and in and out hinge as well. So now back down to the legs. I know I'm just confusing this one all up. These shins are separate pieces, and they will both do a full 360 degrees of rotation. At the ankles, then down that far, tilt up that far, and forward facing pin. Well, I'll say this one's forward facing. This one might not be. But anyway, you get a little bit of rocker. So there we go, my friends. A look at the figure. Oops, there I go bumping the camera. And his accessories. It's time for my favorite part of a review, comparisons. And here we have the Masterverse New Eternia 2 Bad with the Masterverse New Eternia Jitsu and the Masterverse New Eternia Badass Beastman. Here's 2 Bad with the New Eternia Barbarian Skeletor and the New Eternia Zodak. Here's New Eternia 2 Bad with New Eternia Viking He-Man and New Eternia Battle Armor He-Man. Here's New Eternia 2 Bad with the 40th anniversary Masterverse He-Man, and to see how he starts stacking up against other lines from the Marvel Legends series making his cameo appearance, we have Stan the Man Lee. For our final set of comparisons, we have the New Eternia 2 Bad next to G.I. Joe Classified Series Hasbro Pulse exclusive Regal variant Cobra Commander, and from Star Wars The Black Series, the Archive Edition 501st Legion Clone Trooper. For final thoughts on the Masters of the Universe Masterverse New Eternia 2 Bad, I have to say, I really like this figure. There's a lot of new tooling going on for this guy. I mean, it looks like from head to toe, everything on this guy is new tooling. The weapons are all new. And, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4 weapons and a shield. So, and also, you know, he's got the 2 fists. So, you know, this guy is accessory laden. And he should be, because of his size and the amount of accessories. You know, he is considered a deluxe release rather than just a standard release. But I would have to say, you know, the more Masterverse New Eternia figures that I review, the more and more I am loving this line as it continues, especially the New Eternia. Now, don't get me wrong, the Revelation stuff looks really good, but it does not compare to this New Eternia subline. And I hope they keep going with this line as long as they can, because, you know, you can get the classic look, or you can get the more, I guess, modernized look, or the updated look rather. And, you know, you can do it either way, however you would like for you know, to display your new Eternia figure. You can make them more classic, or you can just, you know, leave them as, I guess, as they were intended, as Mattel intended them. But again, this is a great figure, and it's a great addition to the line. And, you know, if I had to pick something to zero in on as not necessarily a complaint, but something I'm not 100% happy with, it is the way that the necks are sculpted so that the heads kind of both tilt the same way, rather than one can tilt one way and one tilts more the other way. But you know, that's a very minor thing. Well, that's it for the review. I hope that you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews, or just help the channel out further, or both, that's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.